you know, it's, I thought the game against today against St. Peter's is going to be, you know, they come and give us a real battle. I thought we had to, you know, grind some things out and, you know, do a better job of taking care of the ball in the second half. But I thought getting Ralph back in the lineup today was a big help. He seems to be moving better, and his practices have been better, so it showed today. I think his stamina and his wind probably needs to continue to get better. But I thought we had good balance in our scoring. We've, you know, getting guys prepared, you know, for games where you have to, you know, where it's an early game in the daytime. We started off a little sluggish, but I thought we gained momentum after we made a couple shots early on, especially Julian got us going with his jumpers, and that kind of set the tone for us. And then we had some defensive, you know, forcing 18 turnovers and then capitalizing on those. I thought we did a good job of transitioning up the court to get some easy baskets. Any questions?
Tell you what's the update on Andre Hollins, and also did Otto turn his ankle or hurt his foot there?
No, he just hit knees. He's fine. Banged knees, so he's fine. Andre Hollins, you know, he tweaked his ankle in the game against Appalachian State, I think it was. Then he did it again in practice. He didn't feel very good, so we thought we better rest him. We don't want to, you know, another situation. We had a lot of ankle problems, a lot of injuries from Ralph to Trevor. You know, with Brills, you know, Trevor's more serious than the rest of them, but even seemed like we've had somebody sitting out, whether it's Andre Ingram with a sore hip and tendonitis in his knee, but he'll be fine. He just needed a little rest.
Did Andre sit out practice yesterday? Or
Yes.
was he limited again?
Yes.
Do you expect him to play Tuesday then?
Yes. But you know, it depends on how he's doing. But I expect him to play.
Did you think that Ralph was going to be able to come back in his first game after hurting the ankle, in the first game in the starting lineup, and do as well as he did?
Yes. Oh yeah, Ralph's a mature, experienced player. It was a good game for him to play, and he had, you know, we had the size advantage. You know, he could. I thought early on, you know, was kind of holding the ball a little bit longer than he should. You know, people were going to play behind him, and that's what they did, and wait for him to dribble. I thought we. But after he started making some quick moves to the basket, as soon as he catch it, try to get an angle so he can, and then get to the free throw line, which he did. Those are things. But yeah, I expect him to play this way, yep, and better. But I thought he had a very good line. You know, 6 out of 9, 3 for 3, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 blocks. It's a real good day. And it's good to have him back healthy.
Does your style change a little bit? Now that you have a true post player in there instead of Ronnie is more, you know, more of a wing post player. Does it change at all? I mean, a guy you just throw the ball into and
No, it won't change much. We're still, you know, Ralph is still a guy that has to, you know, we got to get the angles. You know, he's not really a post-up power player. He's more of a guy who has to slip the screen and roll, screen and pop, you know, those types of things.
Do you see anything different from him after with Trevor down?
With Ralph?
Yeah, just as far as, you know, mentally, or you know, him just feeling like he needs to step up and be that guy. He said something earlier about, you know, it being a real team leadership thing. But do you think he's feeling more?
Well, Ralph has always been a very unselfish player. I don't think that'll change. You know, he understands that what his role is and what his responsibilities are, and when the opportunity presents itself, he'll be able to deliver. And the kids, I thought the guys were looking for each other today, and that's why we had 18 assists, 19 assists, and they really shared the basketball well. And I think some of them, you know, Ralph was probably the recipient of some of those passes, guys looking for him going to the basket. So that's how we have to play in order to be successful. But I don't think he feels like, you have to ask him, I think he feels like, hey, he's just happy to be back on the court, you know, healthy again and ready to go. I mean, he's been on the court, but this is the first time I've seen him moving the way he was. He wasn't wincing. He wasn't, you know, he wasn't favoring his ankle or anything like that.
You guys are the first team in D1 with 10 wins. Do you put any stock in that, or does that say anything about this team, what they've gone through?
Well, it tells me a lot about our character, about you know recovering from the loss of one of your top players like Trevor. I think that shows the, the mentality, the toughness, the character of this team. But we all know it's going to get a lot more difficult as we get past Christmas, and so we've got to continue to play well. But it is an honor to have 10 wins and be the first team in Division I to have 10 wins. I'm sure the other teams getting them today.
Sure. You said before you're trying to find a different role for Elliott now with Sampson back. Is that just a process?
No, we're not going to find a different role. His role is to do just what he's been doing: screen, play tough defense, contest shots. So his role won't change. Probably won't be starting, but his role won't change.
I mean, just with less minutes, coming off the bench, it just seems like he's playing a little differently, trying to get used to playing a little differently.
No, man, I don't even talk about that. He got one way to play. Now he better play the way he's supposed to play and play the right way. And that's it. I mean, play the right way means when I get my opportunity, I better do exactly what Coach asked me to do. That's all of them. That's the way it works. And he'll earn the minutes he gets, and he's earned it so far and did a fantastic job. So, and I like Elliott, the way he's played. He's a redshirt freshman who has a lot upside, and he has a lot to learn.
Do you see